Your squad, Alabama, your guy, Nick Saban, no longer there. How much pressure is DeBoer under?
He's under immense pressure, but it's not to win a championship this year. It's to maintain an elevated a level of relevancy that I would say college football playoffs. I understand that Georgia's in there. I understand that Texas is in there. I get all of that, but damn it, you succeeded. You succeeded Nick Saban, and you're not some novice that's being promoted and elevated now that your former head coach Nick Saban has stepped away. No, you're Kalen DeBoer. Okay, look at this right there. Pac-12 Coach of the Year, both seasons at Washington, 25-3 in 2 seasons. Career percentage, 90% of
He's
the
a
games
winner.
he's won. 104 in 12 in 9 seasons. Washington, Fresno State, and the NAIA Sioux Falls, where he won 3 national titles. You got all of that going on. Guess what? You succeeded Nick Saban. We expect Milroy still your quarterback and what have you. We're looking at you and we're expecting you to make some noise and to be right there challenging a Georgia. Now, don't get me wrong. You lose to Georgia, you lose. There's no crime to losing to Kirby Smart and the crew, and I get all of that.
True.
2-time national champions before they got knocked off last year. I'm simply making the point that you got to continue to win. I would say 11 wins. I would say a college football playoff berth. That would classify as a successful season because you're letting the audience know, okay, we're good now that Nick Saban has stepped away. What cannot happen is that you're going through this season, Paul Finebaum, and everybody looking at you, and they're going like this, damn, we miss Nick. I mean, this is not what we're accustomed to. And by the way, it's not just about winning. It's the mystique that Nick Saban brought to the equation. He held cats accountable.
Yeah.
He was a face of college football. He let you know that the road to prosperity in some way, shape, form, or fashion had to go through him. That's what Kalen DeBoer has to establish, that it ain't changed in that regard. We won 6 national championships in 17 years with Nick Saban. That means 11 years we didn't win it. We understand that ain't going to happen every year. But damn it, be relevant. Be relevant.
Paul?
Stephen A., Kalen DeBoer did everything right last week at SEC Media Days, and he still lost. He lost to Nick Saban, who was there for the media. By the way, he complained on Monday to the producers that he didn't have enough work. That's the intensity this guy has, because Saban just stole the show from every single person, including Kalen DeBoer. I wondered out loud throughout the week, was he even here? Because he's a nice personality, he's charming, he's low-key, but you're right, he's not Nick Saban. And if he doesn't get to the playoffs next year, most Alabama fans and most of us in the media are going to consider the season a complete and total bust. That may sound unfair, but it's the reality. He had the credentials, he got the job. Now, if he doesn't get there, it's going to be a failure. And by the way, he has a mulligan. The mulligan this year, get to the playoffs. After that, you better start winning some championships.
Right. Yeah, Paul, one thing we do know is that life isn't fair. So it is what it is. You're getting compensated to do a job. And I want everyone to understand this when it comes to college football who are Alabama fans. Yes, we know the expectation always is to win a national championship, but at the same time, you have to let reality sink in. And when I look at the SEC right now, I have Georgia, I have Texas, I have Ole Miss 3rd, and I even have Missouri at number 4. I have Bama at 5.
I should throw some water on you.
Well,
you
why
put
not?
Missouri over Alabama.
And I'm gonna give you
Missouri?
Kool-Aid. And I'm gonna give you red Kool-Aid on your nice little purple
Missouri?
suit.
What? Did you spike that Kool-Aid without telling us? Did you have somebody throw something? Missouri?
Well, let me ask you a
over
question.
Alabama?
Have you heard of Luther Burton III? Because he a burden on the whole damn SEC, and I should say college football.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
No.
Have you heard of Brady Cook, the quarterback?
No. I ain't hear nothing when it
Paul, you better coach him up. You better coach him up, Paul.
Of course I heard of it, but I ain't hear nothing when it come to Alabama. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Now, if you're going to give me Georgia, I'm feeling you. You want to give me Texas, who beat Alabama by double digits?
Stephen A., I'm giving you reality.
Missouri?
I'm giving you reality.
Okay.
I'm telling you that Ole Miss is the 3rd best team in the SEC. And then when I look at Missouri and their schedule is favorable as well.
Paul Finebaum, put Paul Finebaum on the screen, please. I just got to ask this question, Harry. I mean, Paul, did I miss something? Were any of those teams in the
No,
playoffs ahead of Alabama? Am I missing something? I mean, I was there. I was there in Pasadena, stuck in 2 hours traffic and stuff like that. I was there. I don't recall any of those teams
You talking
being
about
there
last
ahead
year?
of Alabama.
You talking about last year, Stephen A?
That's what I'm talking. Excuse me.
Man,
Has the season started yet? All I could go on is last season because it's the last time we saw them play. The last time we saw college football being played was it not Alabama in Pasadena for the college football playoffs? Yes or no?
Stephen A, last time I checked, there's this guy named Isaiah Bond who was the best receiver for Alabama.
Yes, he was.
Is now at Texas.
Okay.
There's also this guy named Caleb Downs who was arguably could have been 1A, 1B, the best defensive player for Alabama. He's now at Ohio State.
Okay.
Both of those guys are gone.
I'd say-
Last time I checked, there was this guy, we call him the GOAT. That means greatest of all time, Nick Saban. Is he still at Alabama?
But wait a minute now. But you went out and got a dude that's won 90% of his games.
Yeah.
And by the way, last time we saw him play coaching, he was in the national championship game.
Understand
Losing to
it.
Michigan, albeit, but still was in the national championship game. So I understand that Nick Saban is gone, but who the hell replaced him? Chopped liver?
No.
I mean, that brother right here won 90%. Paul, am I lying? Am I making it up, Paul?
No. You're right. Listen, I'm not going to spend a lot of time defending Missouri. They did beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl, Stephen A., but that's not the issue here. I think the culture at Alabama is still pretty similar. It's just whether or not DeBoer can pick it up and whether he can navigate all the waters. But no, I'm not going to sit here and go against you. I mean, you're completely right until you're proven wrong.
I understand. All right, wide receiver. I'm sorry, wide receiver left to go to Texas. All right. Congratulations. Now, Austin, Texas, Tuscaloosa. I got it, okay? All right, you got your defensive play. You go to hospital. I got it. Nick Saban's gone, but you got a cat up in there that was just in the national championship game that's won 90% of his games as a head coach.
And I love
You
Coach
still
DeBoer.
got Milroy quarterback of the team.
I get
it's
it.
Alabama, so I'm sorry. How did DeBoer do in recruiting this year, Paul Finebaum? How did he do?
He's killing it, Stephen A.
That's all I needed to hear. Yeah. Roll Tide, baby.
All I'm saying
come on now.
is don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if you see other teams in the SEC
all right.
have success.
But you ain't telling me not to be shocked. You telling me to
be
book
shocked.
it. You telling me to book it.
Don't be shocked.
If it's Kirby Smart, I like that, man. If it's Kirby Smart, I got it.
right.
I got it. I want to hear about nobody else.
Well, they better
I
make
about nobody
they better
else.
make a 12-team playoff. It's 12 teams.
Sarkeesian, too. They did beat them last year. I got it.
It's 12 teams.
All
You
right.
better make a
Harry,
12-team
we'll
playoff.
save
Somebody
the,
going
we'll
down.
save the tape for you.
Somebody going down. Alabama ain't going to fade. Alabama, baby. It's Alabama.
Paul, we'll give you the final word here.
We shall see.
No, hey, Stephen A. is correct. I mean, Missouri's good. Listen, but am I going to go against Alabama right now? I am not. But Stephen A., the reality is they're I think they're the third best team in the league. But even that sounds weird to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Alabama.
I don't agree with Paul. They're not the third best team in the SEC. I got Ole Miss in that spot.
Oh, Ole Miss.
Sorry.
I don't give a damn where you got them as long as
Sorry.
they're ahead of
Let's
Alabama.
let's revisit this July 22nd tape this fall. Fair?
We shall.
Give me something.